Hello, Fatal Wrath community, and welcome back to the channel. This is Bria, and we are here with Wrath for an interview with him about a recent event that happened. Wrath wants to give details about what happened and clear the air and give the whole truthful story before too many judge and get the wrong idea. So, hello, Wrath, I hope you are well. So, tell me, what is going on between you and Onion Knight, and do you think this situation will ever be a thing of the past? Will the beef go away?
Hello, Bria. Thank you for the interview. Yeah, so we are here to talk about a situation that happened between me and Onion Knight. Um, will this beef ever go away? You know, I don't know. I don't know. But for right now, it's kind of like fuck Onion Knight, you know, fuck him. There's no beef going away. There isn't. I honestly think it's gonna be here to stay for a while.
Or is it here to stay? Wow, that is crazy. So tell us the history on how it came about that you had to use a racial term in order to save your community and be a hero.
Yeah, so basically, here's the history and here's the whole entire story on what happened. I have a Discord community, and there was this troll that came in, and he decided to just start using the N word with us. So we banned him, and he couldn't take his ban. He kept on making multiple accounts, and he kept on coming back in. He was harassing other members. They were asking us staff members to get him to stop harassing them because they just wanted to play the game and come in here and talk about the game, which is TMNT Legends. And they didn't want to be harassed in the process. They just wanted to come in here, ask questions, be a part of the community, and not be harassed by a troll. So they were asking us, please get him to stop. Um, the guy continued and did not stop. He kept on making accounts and kept on coming back in and kept on harassing everybody. It did not stop. There was members that I was losing because of this. They were saying until you get the whole drama thing worked out, good luck with your server, but I'm not going to be a part of it anymore because it's just too much drama. You let me know when the drama is over and I'll come back and be a part of it again. So I asked him, I said, what is it going to take to get this to stop and end? Because we're all tired of it. We want it to end, you know? So we just wanted that to end. Um, he said if I type out a word and leave it up there for 3 hours, tag everyone so that everyone will see it. After 3 hours, I can delete it. I said, what is the word? He wanted me to type out the N word with the hard R. I didn't want to because I'm not a racist. I'm not like that. I don't do that. I said, I don't want to do that. Is there anything else that we could do? Because I'm willing to pretty much do anything except for that. He said, no, this is the only way I'll stop. I said, you realize my community is smarter than that, right? You realize they'll just know I'm negotiating with you and that I am not an actual racist and they're not going to look at me as one. And he said, yes, I know your community is smart. I know your community will look at this as you're negotiating with me and that you're not just trying to do this um, to be racist or anything like that. And so I said, well, then what is the point in this? If you know that they know that I'm not being a racist and I'm just negotiating something, why even do this at all? He says, because it's the only way I'll stop. But you got a smart community. They know that that you're not racist, so they're not going to blame you for that. All you have to do is just put it up there, leave it there for 3 hours, take it down, and it's done. Now you may wonder, did he really stop after that? Yes, in fact, he actually did. It really did work. So I said, fine. Now I'm man enough. I'll admit, yes, I did agree to it. And yes, I did tag everyone. And I did put the N word with the hard R at the end. I did leave it up for 3 hours and then I took it down. I did it to negotiate. I did it because I was forced. I was backed in a corner. We were trying to get this guy to stop for months. Not days, not weeks, months. And I just wanted it to end. I felt defeated. I was backed in a corner. I felt forced. I just wanted it to be over with. So that's why I did that.
Wow. So you were definitely forced to do that, to stop the harassment and drama. I get it. So how did that situation come up in conversation with you and Onion Knight? Did he bring it up first, or did you say something first?
Be honest with you, he said something first. Um, what he said was he was somewhere with his kid with some people and they was using the N word and his child overheard it and he had to explain um to his child what that was and why white people cannot say that. That was the start of it. So I just jumped in. I just wanted to show him how evil people on the internet can be. And that's when I told him about the situation. Though I didn't get into too much detail, but I got into enough detail that defended it and showed that I was forced and that I just didn't do it just to be doing it. Real talk. So he got enough of the message to know that it wasn't forced. And I told him what happened. I said it was pretty wild. And then that's when he decided to turn this completely 180 and not want to talk to me anymore, basically.
So he was talking of a situation where that word was first, and he had to explain it to his kid? Then you followed up with this story to basically let him know how evil people can get in a Discord server if they have the guts to do so.
Yeah, pretty much. He came up with it first. He had to explain to his child. Then I follow up and tell the story because I wanted to say this is how bad people can get in a Discord server if they have the guts to do so, to basically warn him and get him ready for any trolls that come out there because they're going to do the worst as he gains popularity. I'm just kind of preparing him. You know what I'm saying?
So now that we know the whole story, where do we go from here? What happens next?
Well, this video happens next, first of all. Um, and I'm going to be doing some live streams where I'm probably going to be talking about it because I'm probably going to get asked about it because I'm pretty sure his community is going to jump over on my side and watch my streams as well. And on top of that, I'm going to write some diss tracks as well too over the situation.
So you are going to do live streams where you will talk about what he did and get people to know the truth and not think of you as a racist?
Yes, most definitely. Because I believe that he's probably in his community right now telling people about how racist I am by doing this, but he's not telling them the whole story. So it's basically like if you want to know the truth, listen to this video because then you'll get the entire truth and you'll know the whole entire thing. And then you'll know that he just made a decision and it's not going to work in his favor. We can definitely try to rectify and fix the situation, but it's not going to be the same. There's going to be some changes, but I want to let people know that I'm not racist when I had to do this. And you can go back and check all of my history in Discord, Facebook, all my other socials, Twitter, everything. And you can see that before that time and after that time, I did not once use that word. And I also have a rule, no hate speech, so you can't come in here and use that word without getting banned. And I have banned people for using that word. And I have a long ban list of accounts that has come in there and used that word and has got banned for it. So why would you call me a racist if I'm doing that? If I'm a racist, I wouldn't have that rule and I wouldn't be banning people that would be coming in there and doing that. And I'm pretty sure that my community would have disappeared a long time ago. And I'm pretty sure I would have used that terminology around him early on before we got in this Discord and built it. And I'm pretty sure I would have been blocked long before now if I had any intention to do that. See, what people don't get is I helped him make this Discord. He didn't know how to put together a Discord himself. I helped him. And because we was just talking about times when we had to either use the N word or we came into the N word and this is what happened because of it. Now he wants to let friendship come in between and he wants to betray the person that helped him put together and make his social media what it is today. I mean, that's just the ultimate betrayal, man. That's just the worst thing that you can do to a person after they helped you. It really is, and that's what he did. He got rid of that help. Like, "Oh, hey, I don't need it anymore. I got what you wanted, so kick it to the curb and get out of here. Thanks, bro. Thanks."
After that, you were going to write some diss tracks? Two of them? Tell us more about that.
Yeah, so basically, after this troll did what they did, and I could always put it on the end cards or links in description and whatnot. I sent a message to him, and this troll did some kind of mumble rap. You couldn't understand the words. And I retaliated by saying, "Here's how to do a proper diss track." And I did a diss track. So basically, if Onion Knight doesn't come forward and apologize and start talking to me and start working this out and start fixing this, I got a couple diss tracks that I'm getting ready. They're gonna have backing tracks, and I'm gonna change up some lyrics, kind of like Weird Al, and then I'm going to put the lyrics to the music, and I'm gonna upload the video, and there's gonna be a couple diss tracks of some ideas that I have in mind. And by the time that goes up, it's basically gonna be too late to apologize to me and to fix the situation. Like maybe we could probably fix it sometime in the future, but I'm not gonna ever take the content down. The content's gonna stay up because content is content and I need views. I'm a content creator and I need views. But that doesn't mean we can't bury this in the past. And if we do bury this in the past, that's all cool and everything. But content is content, and I'm not going to get rid of content. You know what I'm saying?
Also, he has a time limit to apologize, and once the tracks come out, it is too late. Tell us about that as well.
Yeah, so he has time to apologize to me, and I won't upload the tracks. I'll trash the idea, I'll throw away the lyrics, and I won't upload them. But if he sits around and waits too long until I get it done, I'll get it done pretty quickly. Then, yeah, at that point, it's going to be too late to apologize for the situation. It's going to be like, well, I mean, the diss is already there, so what do you want me to do? You're the one that got yourself in this mess. You're the one that's going to have to get yourself out because I didn't do anything. This is what I don't get. I didn't even do an act of racism, and he just cuts me off, the main person that helped him. He couldn't talk to me like a business partner and just say, "I don't really want to talk about all this. It's a very sensitive subject. Let's just change the subject and not talk about that anymore." And that's all he would have had to say, and that would have been fine. But instead, when I wasn't even committing an act of racism and I was telling him about how one time I was forced into saying something I didn't even want to say, his retaliation is kick me to the curb and fuck that guy. All right, the person that helped you more than anybody else put their time into it and cared. Anybody else in your community put time into it and care? I didn't see any of them. They just wanted you to play their level and they moved on. They didn't want to sit here and help to build your empire. Come on, dude. What the fuck? You know? So he blames this on me when I didn't even do anything and kick the one and only person who helps you. and that's it, it's done. Basically what's happening here.
Well, it seems you have some great content coming up from all of this, so I guess you are kind of glad it happened, right?
I mean, a little bit. I don't really want it to happen at all, but at the same time, yeah, for the content, I'm actually kind of glad that it happened. So, there's more content ideas. The great thing about being in these communities, when you kind of run out of ideas and you don't really know where to go to next, it's amazing the people that can just suddenly give you content ideas and it's like, oh, this is what I'll do next. So it's real cool. I like it. And, if that's how it has to be, that's how it has to be. So, yeah, I like the fact of it for the content ideas, but I hate the situation. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that is awesome. Any last things you want to add or want your community or his community to know?
Yes, of course. Because I ran some of this by my community, and I just want to let them know I got lots of love for them. Not a single one of them has turned their back on me. Not a single one of them thought that I was racist in the matter. They don't want me to post the word ever again, which I won't. I have no intention to. I never wanted to in the first place. But they're not hitting on me or running away or anything like that. They're not turning their back on me. So I got lots of love from my community. And I want his community to know that my community is is the shit and knows what they're doing and sticks behind me no matter what. I wish his community could be like that. I had one person from his community join my Discord, gave him our side of the story, and then I don't know. At some point, they left, and then they blocked themselves from talking to me. I'm guessing they probably had a quick conversation with Knight, and he told them his side of the story, which probably made me look bad like a racist. And they decided, well, let's get out of here. Let's block him and let's go over to Onion Knight. Okay, well, sad enough. You do not have the entire story. You do not have the entire story. So you probably heard his small rendition of I posted a word, he thinks I'm a racist, and that's the end of it. That's not entirely what happened. Now this video has explained what happened, so now you can judge it for real, and hopefully his community will see that he made a fast decision. He didn't think about it too much, and now his streaming career could suffer because of it. And hopefully they'll see that I didn't do anything wrong. And what's really bad is he also blocked Morbid, who didn't even do nothing. So he pulled guilty by association as well too. Like, what did they do to deserve this? Like, come on. Just because you hate me, they gotta suffer too? Guilty by association? Come on, man. I thought you was better than that. No, I guess not. You got a guy making rash decisions here and removing people who didn't even do anything because of guilty by association. That sucks. That really does suck. This whole thing really came about over a guy named Necro that had the C word in his name. And another member, won't say who, admitted that it was their alt account. And we, Onion Knight and I kind of had an issue over that, talking about that. I didn't really want to forgive it, but he wanted to forgive it, so I respected that. And then all of a sudden, we're talking about this situation next, and I think all of it just got to him. Plus, I admitted to him another thing that I did in life way, way, way over 10 years ago, and I just kind of opened up to him a little bit about it. Um, and I think with all of that, I think his mind just went crazy. Um, he has ADHD. I think he has a little anxiety, and he's got some mental things going on. And I think it just all caught up to him, and I think he just made a decision that he usually wouldn't make for any other reason on any other day. So I think he just needs to take some time to calm down and gather his thoughts, realize what he did, come back and fix it, basically, is what I think he needs to do. Because I think too much hit him all at once, and I think he just couldn't handle it. Let me just also throw out this one other thought before we end this, and that is I have a medical condition, and there's no cure for it. It's in my leg, and I'm trying to get disability benefits because of it. It's been a struggle. And here's a guy that listens to me having to post a word, and now he's calling me a racist. Somebody that's probably going to be on disability, handicapped, and he's calling me a racist. Think about that in your thoughts. Because I'll tell you something, and maybe this will give him something to think about as well too. A while back, when I had this bass player in my band, um, he was on disability, but he liked to drink a lot. He was drunk nearly all the time, and it interfered with his ability to play bass. And we just couldn't teach him how to play the songs because he'd drink and forget them. I wanted to fire him for being drunk all the time. But then I got backlash from a community because I was firing somebody that was on disability. I wasn't firing him because he was on disability. I was firing him because he was drunk all of the time. And it just wasn't good for the band because he wasn't learning the songs, and we could never move on or get anywhere. But that's not what the community thought. They thought that I was picking on him for being disabled. So we'll let the community here decide, because it looks like Onion Knight's picking on a disabled guy and calling him racist. I have a pending case for disability, and if everything goes through, especially when my condition is incurable, and I get it, won't he feel the regret for picking on a disabled guy and calling him that when he didn't even do anything, when he didn't even commit an act of racism in the first place? So let him think about that for a little while. Anyways, I hope now he knows the whole story. I hope he can apologize properly. I hope he sees the error of his ways so that he can work on becoming a success. If not, then I'm pretty sure the community will come down, and I'm pretty sure that his streaming career is nearing to the end. Also, if he don't, the diss tracks are coming because fuck him.
Sounds great? Well, thank you, Rath, for coming on here and speaking with me. It has been a pleasure, and I am sure it has been a load off your back, knowing the truth is out there for those to judge for themselves and not judge based off of his side of the story. Everyone remember to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications and stay alert. This has been the Fatal Wrath channel. I'm Bria, this is Wrath. We will see you in the next video, live stream, and diss track.